Do I even need to say it, or do you just know offhand? The Astros remain on brand. I just wish that brand was the 2021-22 brand and not the 2023 brand. Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 2 of the ALDS, where the Astros lose 6-2 to the Minnesota Twins, who tied the series up at 1 game apiece, leaving Houston. There's basically nothing to talk about in this game. Altuve looked good offensively, so did Pena. Jordan had a home run. Those are all well and cool. The offense as a whole did nothing until it was way too late, and even then it was a good hit. Credit to Jordan Alvarez for getting that good hit, but it was one hit. They got daddy slapped by Pablo Lopez tonight, and there's no polite way to put it. 7 innings of shutout ball with 7 Ks and 1 walk. He made them call him daddy, and there's no other way to put it. Pablo? No. That's Papa Lopez right there. It's as simple as that. They got the 2 runs off of Brock Stewart, and then the Twins said, no, we want to use the actual bullpen, and Duran made quick work in the 9th. 7 pitches to get through a shutout 9th inning. Framber looked bad. There's not really a good way to put it. 7 hits, 3 walks, 5 runs, bunch of hard contact through 4 1/3. Couldn't give you 5 innings. Framber Valdez continues, and you're gonna laugh at me because he had a great Game 6 in the World Series. Framber Valdez has looked more often shaky in the postseason than good. He looked bad tonight. Real bad. I'm not going to put it on him alone because the offense doing nothing until it was way too late, how it affects it, but man, your ace was out there, and you hope, or at least one of your aces, and you hope that they can give you a couple innings to settle into the game. Being down 3-0 after the 2nd inning, it takes a lot of air out. And 5-0 after the 5th also does that. He wasn't it. The bullpen looked pretty solid. Maton got a couple of strikeouts for Framber, or got a couple outs in the 5th inning for Framber. Stennett gave up a run when he was trying to go too much. Montero looked okay. Wasn't beautiful, but he picked up 3 strikeouts, only gave up a couple of hits. Hit a batter. Hunter Brown looked great in the 9th inning. It's a shame that he got used in this game. That was just point blank an embarrassing way to lose Game 2. It was a shutout in almost every metric except the literal shutout. They've done this a lot. They look great. They get fat and happy. They come into a game completely unmentally ready, and they get owned. This has been a theme for a lot of the season. Now the question is, do they have the mental fortitude to take a game like this where they get absolutely punched in the mouth and turn around quickly where you can easily come back in the series? Or do you just stew on it for the next 2 games and end up losing in 4? That is the question. I'm not trying to go just complete, dark trail, but you've got to have that in your mind. You don't have time to go into a tailspin and then come out of it. Right? The Astros did that a lot this season, where they'd have a good little stretch, and then they'd have an awful 5-6 game stretch or an awful series. You can't do that right now. You're working with thin margins. You lost a game. That's not bad. You're expected to lose a couple games en route of a long postseason run. Problem emerges. You lose 1 more game, and that is the most you can lose if you want to continue. They've got to respond in Game 3. It's not the regular season anymore. You can't have these stretches where you look like the best team to ever play the sport of baseball for a week, and then you look like you can't beat a AAA team for a couple games. You lost a game. That's not the end of the world. You can lose a game. You're expected to lose a game en route to any amount of postseason success, even a few of those. That's normal. That's not the issue. But you can't lose a couple games in a row. You have to turn it around immediately. I would say that Tuesday could be the decider of the series. Because if Game 4 is elimination and you're in Minnesota, who knows? You're about to go, like, you're going to Minnesota. You're going to a place that has just, after 20 years of ineptitude, finally tasted that postseason victory. Finally tasted winning games in the month of October. They're young. They're fiery. They're everything that you wanted to be. They're everything that you were in 2015. They're not the most talented on paper, but they've got chemistry. They're fun. They're lively. They've got a great leader in Carlos Correa. And they want to stick it to the best team in baseball. That's who you are. Don't forget it. You still are. You are the reigning champions. They want to stick it to you. Got to turn it around quick. Tuesday, 4:07 Eastern, 3:07 Central in Minnesota. They're going to send Sonny Gray to the mound. The Astros send Christian Javier, the noted coffee enthusiast. I am actually not sure that I'm going to be here for a stream. I've got some stuff Tuesday evening, so I might be watching that on the road and listening to it on the road, which kind of sucks, but I will at the bare minimum be here afterwards to talk about it. But as for right now, that's all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.